Hello everybody, welcome to my Crafter's Cove. I am so glad you're here today. Thank you so much. I welcome you if you're a new subscriber, and I welcome you if you have been with me for a while. I have an explanation, or I want to share an explanation with you. I haven't been here for a little bit making a new video because I got sick. I got the virus that was going around the family. And unfortunately, it really was a doozy, and it took a while to get over. And I have one more thing to tell you about. On Tuesday, I'm going to have surgery, and it's going to put me out of commission for a little while. If you're a praying person, I covet your prayers. And if not, then I just appreciate any good thoughts and kind words. But I'm not too worried about it, but I just wanted to let you know, if you don't see me doing something for a little bit, it's not because I don't want to do this anymore. It's because I am recovering, okay? And maybe I'll be back sooner than I think. I am not sure. Okay, let's get started. Enough of that. Let's get started. I am going to do something for my journal because I think it'd be fun to add this into a page on my journal. This one is the one that we're using, Pink Monarch Prints September 2025 Victorian Charm. And these papers actually are from that. And this is a really cute, I love this. I hope that you will like it as much as I do, and bear with me. I hope I do it right. It was Treasure Books inspired this. She just does beautiful work. She is super precise and super talented, and I love watching her stuff. She's very funny, and that's fun too. But anyway, this is from her, and I just thought it would be fun to put this together, and I think that you'll enjoy it. It's very easy, and you can decorate it as much as you want, or you know, or just be very basic. So it's totally up to you. But I printed up, I wanted to show you something. These are both really, they're the same. One is on cardstock, one is on copy paper. We're going to be using the copy paper for this because even though this isn't super thick cardstock, it still is pretty thick. And when we put this together, it doesn't always lay quite right. Like here's a prototype of this cardstock, and it just sort of, you see how it's pretty stiff and pretty, yeah, it's wonderful. It's hefty, but I'd do a few different things with this, I think, if I was going to do it this way. So we're going to use this for the project, probably in my book, but probably in my journal, but we probably aren't going to use it for my little design. It's a little, what we're going to do is, and I'll show you, if you stick with me for a little while, I'll show you one that I did for Christmas, so you can see how this will run into the Christmas season. But basically this is going to be an absolutely adorable little tea bag type I don't know, envelope. We can call it an envelope. We can call it, you know, because it's going to go into a page. So it's going to be a fun thing to do, though. And I think you'll enjoy it. So let's get started. Basically, this is super easy, and we're going to start with this square. This is our rectangle, 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to take this, and we are going to cut it down to 8 by 8. And as soon as I get that open up, maybe we'll do it. All right, so let's cut this down to 8 by 8 because we're doing these you do these ones in squares. And like I say, this is going to be pretty easy. I think you'll enjoy it. I know you'll enjoy it for the holidays. I just think or for Secret Sister gifts, or just anything like that. It's a fun little design. All right, I'm going to move this one out of the way because that's just an extra sheet. All right, so here we are. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it diagonally. So you're going to take it, whoop, it has a mind of its own, and you're going to go corner to corner, and we're going to come down, and we're just going to make it as close. I'm going to watch this edge, I think, as I come down. We'll bring it to a point, and then we'll come across. You'll see sometimes, like, can you see this little extra edge here? It isn't going to matter very much at all, okay? If you don't like it and you feel like you need to bring that over a little farther and that'll make you feel better, then you can do that. That's absolutely fine. And it's on both sides. So, I mean, if we have a little hangover, we have a little hangover. Okay, so there we did that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to bring this together. We're going to fold it in. And what we can do to make sure that our measurements are right, we can just take your little ruler, my little blue ruler, and I'm going to just do 4 inches on each side as soon as I find my pencil. I'm just going to mark it here. This is 4. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to the end, and I'm going to the point. I'm going right to the little points here. Point. And I'm going to mark it at 4. There we go. So I got my 4s marked. And I'm going to just take like my little, you can take a bone folder, you can use your nail, do whatever you like. Just place something there so you can get your crease started. And then you're going to bring this over, and the fold that you have here, the crease you have here, you want to stay on this line, okay? Stay on your center fold. And there's your first crease. Coming back, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to find where my dot is. I'm going to fold right at that line. And then I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to make sure, whoop, that didn't help, did it? I'm going to make sure that I'm on the line. And there we go. So that should keep us even. Now you see we have a little extra right here. See that hang over there? We're going to fold that. We got a little extra right here. And I love this paper. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to trim off our edge. Make sure you don't snip your fold here. That's an easy thing to do. Okay, and then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to trim this off. You could leave this if you wanted to, but you know, to cut down on any extra bulk, just go ahead and cut it. It does not have to be right on the line because nobody's going to see that part. It's inside. See that? Okay, so there's that. And then you're going to take it and you're going to fold this guy up like that. And that's the beginning of it. But the first thing I think I want to do is go ahead and we're going to go ahead and glue down this center. Or not really the center, but you know what I'm saying. This little centerpiece. And hopefully I did not catch too much of the outside. Sometimes I forget. Now I'm using, in this case, I was using the Beacon Advanced Craft Glue. Someone else had turned me on to the fabric glue, and this is Advanced Craft Glue. And look at, I want you to see, there's no ripples here. Do you know how sometimes when you're dealing with a little bit thinner paper, you get that little, you can actually see the glue line? This doesn't do that. I actually love that about this. And do you see how quickly it's stuck? I mean, we're in good shape already. Okay, so that's what I'm using. I still use my art glitter glue. Probably still using it on this, okay? And then you're going to come up like this. And we're just going to kind of pull it in. Now, this is going to turn, we're going to turn this into like a giant tea bag. And so I'm going to cut the top the way I think a tea bag should be shaped. Now, we're fortunate that I have this little prototype. If I wanted to, I could use it. And as you see, it's pretty close to it. It's a little bit off, but we're going to go and we're going to, what I do is I measure, I make sure the back end here is kind of butted up against the line. And then I'm going to come up here and I think, let's see, there's that. I want to make sure my top lines, actually my top lines matter to me a little bit more than my bottom. So I'm going to make sure that that's pretty even. And I think I'm just going to go to the halfway mark here. Let's see. If I don't like it, what I've done is if I didn't like it, I just cut it the way I wanted it. So, but this helps to have a guide to start with, okay? So we're just going to fold these up. We're not going to cut these off, by the way. These are going to help give us a little bit of stability at the top end of the pocket, or the top end of our little tea bag here. Let me make sure that, oops, I don't feel like this was straight. I sure don't. Anyway, you know me. I am not the straightest. I am not the straightest folder. I'm not the straightest anything, actually, on this kind of stuff. But, doesn't matter, does it? It's just, are we having fun or not? And I am. And so, yeah, there. Look at how cute. It already looks like this big old tea bag. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these little top. Now I'll use my art glitter glue on this because it's a smaller area. And I'm just going to go ahead and art glitter glue this the top little corners down so I can have my little tea bag look. My little tea bag look. So, and what's going to happen is these are going to be our pockets, okay, for when we're doing for putting it in our book. And yeah, this is going to be very cute. Okay, so there's this, and then we're going to get our little, I need a couple of little circles so that I can make my little tea bag area here. So I am going to use I'm going to probably use this guy, my 1 inch, and my, yeah, I am. So this is going to be my 1 inch side, I think. There's that. And then I'm going to need a little 1/2 inch. There's that. And I think I did one more because I need it to lift off my page a little bit. Okay, so this is, I think what we're going to do, there we go. I think what we're going to do is ink this real quick. My blue ruler. Isn't that a fancy one? Yeah, it's a fancy one. I've had it for a while, but you know, it serves its purpose. It serves its purpose. How has everybody been since I've been gone? Anything new going on in your lives? Something exciting, hopefully, happy. And I just hope everything is just really, really going well for you. Are you still enjoying paper crafting? Have you seen a whole lot of new designs and fun ideas? Have you met any new creators and watched their videos? So many fun things, right? All right, so that's inked. I'm going to go ahead and just ink. Well, I don't need to ink that one. That is going to go underneath. That is just going to be on the underneath side. This, let me see. Now that I look at this, I wonder, let me see which side is maybe that should go on the top. Let me see. See, what's going to happen is one is going to go on the top like this. Like that. And then, and I wonder if I like this or this one. Let's see. I think I like this one. So that one will go on the top there. And then I'll put the other one on the bottom, and it'll give us a little base because we're going to be putting our little string through there for our little tea bag that we're going to be making, which is going to be super, super cute. Okay, so here's my art glitter glue again. You know what, guys? Did you see where I put my pen? I have been doing this lately, guys. It's just terrible. Where I can't remember where I set that little pin. It used to be connected, and which was great. It worked beautifully when it was connected, but it broke. So once it broke, I started to lose my my pin more often. I have so far ended up finding it, but it is very annoying to be losing it all the time. All right, so I need to push that over. Okay, so what's going to happen is this guy's going to kind of go on the top here. I almost think I was going to I found my pin. So I was going to do something different, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little brad, guys, and I'll be right back. And then I'm going to use a brad for that one because I have some cute ones that I like. And let me see if I can find them. Well, I don't think these were the ones I was thinking of. They have lots of little goodies. And I just think those are going to be too big. So that's not the one I wanted. Let me just take a minute. Yes, I know. I should be prepared. But remember, I've been sick. And so I haven't been doing that good. All right, here's the one I wanted. Here's the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Look at how cute that is. I like it. Okay, and so we need a little hole in the center of this guy. So I'm going to go ahead, because it doesn't have to be very big, so I'm going to go ahead and use my little tool, my Cricut tool, and just put a hole right in the center. Give it a little push through, hopefully. There we go. There we go. Let's see. See if we can get this through here. Oh, I think I need it to be a little bit bigger. Just doesn't feel quite big enough. So we're going to work that a little bit. And all right. Patience is a virtue, guys, right? Patience is a virtue. And I have it sometimes. There we go. Oh, I really think that's going to be cute. And then it's going to go on the top here. So, just need to find a little center spot. Honestly, guys, I'm just going to eyeball it. I know that a lot of people would rather I didn't and rather they didn't. So, if you need to measure, you measure. Make you happy, okay? Do what makes you happy. But for us, for this moment, we're just going to go ahead and let it fly. Okay. All right, so there's the little brad at the top there. All right, so I need to make our little, you know, that little piece that hangs on your tea bag off to the side? Need to make that. And so I was trying to decide, whether I wanted to use something in my kit actually that would be, you know, tea bag-ish, but not really a tea bag. That sounds too silly for words. It probably is. But let me just look and see. I mean, honestly, guys, I don't know if I kind of like this. Let's see if we can do something fun, okay? Because, like, the idea, you know, is just to give the impression of. So, let me see. But we need it to be a little more substantial, you know, than, let me see. No, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to grab a tag. Let's see if we can find a tag of the size that we like. And we will go ahead and use it. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and use something like this. It'll be perfect. Only it won't be black because we'll go ahead and we'll cover it. We will go ahead and cover it. And I think that that's about the size I want it to be. See that? And we're going to cover it though with, I think we'll go back just with this, and that'll be the front of it. So we'll go ahead and glue that on there. And, and that'll be good. I think we'll use the end that we're already kind of been working on, huh? I'm just going to line it right up at the very top there. Oh, did you wonder what the heck I was doing? Me too. It's supposed to go on this other side. Let's see. I know I did want it that way, didn't I? Oh my gosh, guys. I'm telling you, that virus was a doozy. It really was. It took me, it took me a long time to feel like I was even thinking halfway straight to do a video. I don't know what was going on with it, but there was a fever, aches, body aches, lots of body aches, and it had, yes, so fever, body aches, my appetite was not good, and it was just unpleasant on so many levels, and you wouldn't have liked it. I know you wouldn't have. All right, so I don't really, there we go. Where? Anyway, it was unpleasant at the best and really taxing. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put a little grommet in our little tea bags in. Okay. Have you seen these? I mean, I think probably a lot of people have been doing them, and I'm probably not new at all, but I just think it's a fun thing, and I hadn't really seen a video, and then I thought I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to use them for Christmas and whatnot, and maybe be able to stick some little things in my booth that are related with this type of thing. I mean, it'd be really fun to be able to put like a gift card to one of their favorite coffee shops or tea shops. I just think that would be such a cute idea. So this, look at how cute this is going to be. This is going to be adorable. And we just need to get ourselves a piece of string so we can string that on and get that in place. I want to put a little pocket on here too, guys. I think that would be very cute. And I think maybe we'll use something like this, just like that, and we'll put a little pocket on the front. So let's do that, because I think that's fun as well. And I'm not gonna notch this. I'm just gonna make it a pocket, and that'd be cute. There we go. I was doing the stupidest things when I was not feeling well. I was doing half of something. I was like gluing, but I wasn't gluing the whole sides. I'm not kidding you. It was a weird thing. But I'm just glad to be on the mend and feeling better and just in time to go in and have surgery done. It's okay. We're all right. You know, I know that Lord's going to take me through it. It's going to be just fine. Just nobody looks forward to it is all. Okay, at least I can't think of anybody that does. Okay, so we need a little piece of string now because we're getting to that point. Because you know how tea bags have string. So hold on. Let me do that. Now typically it's a white piece of string, but this is going to be, I think it's just going to be kind of this cream color one. And I am just going to make mine, you know. So basically what I do with this guy is I'm going to put a little bit of glue just underneath my largest round there. And then we're going to kind of stick our little, string in there. And we're going to do it kind of quickly because what we don't want is for our little round to glue down before we get our little string in. So there we go. Just going to stick it and run it around a couple of times. And I want to make sure that all my little string pieces are under there. I don't want any hangouts there. And I do have a hangout, but we're going to glue it in. I'm just going to put that down there. And I'm going to use my little tool. I'm going to shove it. Oops, I think I'm going to use my little tool, guys. I feel like I want to use my little tool. There. Now I'm going to hold it for a minute. There we go. All right, so there's that. And then we're going to make This guy's going to be about, I don't know, I think we're going to go about this length. You can make yours any length you want to. If you want it longer, make it longer. If you want it shorter, make it shorter. It's completely and entirely up to you. And there's a couple of different ways you can do this. I think I am going to just tie this on here. And then, because this is what I did for my other one, and it worked just fine. Now, this string is a lot less, how do I say it? It's not very thick. It's a thin string, and it's not really super. Let me see if I can do a double knot without it looking silly. The other one, when I tried to do a double knot, it just did not look the way I wanted it to. So I think this is okay though. I do not dislike that. Okay, so there's our little tea bag, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim this a little bit. And I'm also going to do this. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there and a little bit of glue on my knot. And I'm just going to let it sit for a minute and let that. So what do you think so far? It's a pretty cute idea, right? I mean, it looks like a little tea bag, and I just think you're going to put little things up here. I'm going to just kind of dab that a little bit because I want to move forward. Okay, so then we are going to take some little pieces that we have, and we're going to decorate it. And now this is, obviously this is completely up to you how you want to do this. I just thought this was a fun thing to do and a fun way to go about it. And you can open this up and you tuck your little stuff in your little cards here. I'm going to put this pretty little butterfly in here because it's a nice tall piece. And I just think that looks very cute. Very cute, very cute. There's that. And I think I think I'm going to do one of these bigger pieces. I think it'll fit. Yeah, it'll fit. There we go. And if you want to, on the inside here, like I'm going to just stick this guy in the back. But, all right, so now we got these 3 little pieces in there, but look what you can easily do. Let's see if I find one. If I can find one, I am going to, and if I can't, I can't. Oh, I really like that. Well, I think, I was going to put a pocket in here, because I think you could you would easily put a little pocket on the inside in here, but this would also be very cute if you just wanted to add a little pretty little decoration like that. And you could leave this open here, use it as a tuck. And so I think I might do that just for the fun. But you can see how your options can just keep growing. You have a lot of different options for this type of thing. It's just fun. And on the holiday type things, when you're doing your holiday stuff, it's even funner yet because you can add cute little ephemera or tags, or how Christmas is and the holiday season like that. It's just so many super fun, bright, twinkly. I just love it. I just think it's fun to see all of it. I just want that to be the pocket. I'm okay with this being closed off. All right, so I'm going to put this right here. That, and then, like, if you want, let's say you don't have to. I'm just showing. You know me. I'm just showing you some ideas. Just grab something out of here and use it and tuck it in here like that. Just kind of tuck it in the side so you have a little piece hanging out. You could do that with a flower if our flowers weren't too big. We could do it with our flowers. But I have some kind of large flowers, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. But you get it. This is going to be a little tuck spot. So there's that. And then you can put this in all the way, like so. And you're going to put that up. And you know, we should probably put something in our little front pocket, shouldn't we? And put that in our front pocket. And then this can come over the top. And then this is gonna like go like stick right in, you can stick it like inside like that. Or you could stick it on the side like this. And go like that. I'm gonna use probably for the Christmas kind of things, I'll probably use something like this to close it. In my journal, I'll just pop it on in the journal. But anyway, so what do you think? This is what this looks like. I'm going to put it in the journal for you so you can see how cute it is in a journal. And I think probably it'll be a flip down, and I'll probably put it in as and have a little side pocket here maybe. Let's see if I can find my book. I also think that maybe we got to do a front page for this. I think that would be fun to do together. Anyway, I'm trying to decide. Do you see how it just barely covers that? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want something a little bit shorter. But I could trim it off if it really bothers me, but I'm not going to worry too much. Okay, so let's find a page that needs some love, okay? Let's find a page that needs some love. Do you like this? I kind of do. I don't know. Let me look. Let's look. That's just kind of too plain, I think. Ooh, what about here? And then the flowers are kind of poking through the back like that. I like it here. So let's do that. Let's put it in this one. And I am going to put it in as a side pocket. Or I don't know that I won't put much in there, but we're going to do it anyway. It's always fun to have the option, like I have said in other things. Okay. I am like the worst gluer. I'm pretty sure you probably hear that from just about everybody that shows you how to do stuff. I don't know. Okay, so let's make sure we're straight. I'm going to lift it up for a second, guys, so we can see that I'm straight. Okay, it looks fine. It looks fine. And then this is going to open up like that. And I can put some more stuff on this side if I want to. I mean, it just, there's pockets, and so you can put stuff on either side. Close that up. This can go in like tuck in a side like that. You could tuck it in through here. I want to show you, here would be the, not sure if that's too big. It isn't. So there's the little side tuck. And there's that. So that's how that looks. And like I said, you can definitely, if that opening bothers you, if it opens up and that bothers you because you don't have a closure for that, you can just put, you can put a little Velcro dot at the top up here. You could still go ahead and use something like this, and it just looks like that, and that's super cute, right? And there it is. So what do you think of that? What do you think of the little tea bag holder? I'm going to set it aside because I want to show you what the Christmas one looks like. Now this is just a real quick thing. I didn't really spend a ton of time on it, but I'll just show it to you. So look at this is with like a 6x6 piece of paper, and I've got a little pocket in the front here, and I put a little glitter holly on the tag, or on the little, the part that hangs outside the cup. And when you open it up, you've got a place to do some messaging, Merry Christmasing, love, journaling. That's an easy thing. And then I put a little snowman here, and then this little kit had some vintage. Can you tell they're vintage? I just think they're cute as can be. Look at that. Had some little vintage pieces, so I just added those to it. And I made a tag out of the same paper that I was using for the pocket. And I put that in there. And of course, this was, like I say, this was just quickly thrown together, and I still think it looks super cute. If you want to take a little bit of extra time and add some other cuteness to it, you can see what a cute gift this would be. You put a gift card in here, you put money in here. You could just, or maybe you just actually put some little tea bags in it. And so, or different things like that. It's just so, so cute, right? And it says cozy. It says cozy. And then you just grab this and you can put him up at the top like that. I decided I wanted him to kind of dangle. So what I did was I just decided to take my little, my clip and go ahead and just kind of clip it on there so that would kind of dangle off the side like that. Anyway, so that's that. That's the Christmas one. I'll be happy to show you guys if you want to see. This is using just a 6x6, same exact design, using a 6x6. I just cut the corners a little bit differently to make it sure that it kind of looked, but it's a little chubby one, a little wide one. I just think it's so cute. And then back to our original. So there you have it. There's our little project for the day. I'm going to try to do another video before I end up doing my surgery, okay? Or at least one more. And I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry if it seemed a little scattered. I am still a little scatterbrained on things, but I do appreciate you, and I appreciate you stopping by. God bless you. God keep you. And I will talk to you soon. Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye.